All right, Unit 10, Lesson 67, indirect questions. Extremely important in English because we use indirect questions to sound more polite, more elegant, okay? To sound less demanding when you ask some questions, okay? Let me explain you exactly how it works. I have a question here. Where is Oxford Street? That in English might sound a little bit impolite, a little bit rude. So we use expressions like, could you tell me? Can you tell me? Okay, so can you tell me where? But then, one of the most important things here that you have to pay close attention to is, where is Oxford Street? Is here because it's a question, right? When you use the indirect question, the question is here. Could you tell me? Could you tell me? Then this verb here has to go at the end of the sentence. Okay? This verb here has to go to the end of the sentence because this sentence is not a question anymore. The question is here. Could you tell me? Like here. Can you tell me? That's the question. Can you tell me where Oxford Street is? Okay? Where Oxford Street... there you go. Is. All right? I have to take the verb from the beginning of the sentence, because here it's a question, and put it at the end, because this sentence here, where Oxford Street is not a question. The question is, can you tell me? Okay? And it's very common to see Brazilians forgetting about this and saying, can you tell me where is Oxford Street? That's wrong, okay? That's wrong. Correct is, where is Oxford Street? Okay? And if you want to sound more polite, can you tell me where Oxford Street is? All right. Another example. What is the best restaurant in the city? Okay, but if you want to sound more polite, could you tell me, elegant, could you tell me what the best restaurant in the city is? You see? The verb after the subject, the best restaurant in the city. Okay? That's extreme, because that's important, because that's a characteristic of English, okay? And a lot of people forget this, okay? So pay close attention to it. We usually use three sentences, three expressions to make these questions, okay? We use can or could you tell me? We use do you know if or do you know whether, because whether means if. Or we use would you mind telling me? Would you mind telling me? Você se importaria de me falar? That's polite, huh? That's posh. Would you mind telling me? Você se importaria de me falar? Okay. Example. Has the show started? Straight to the point. Huh? Has the show started? Let's make it more polite. Do you know if the show has started? Okay. Do you know if the show has started? Okay. Do you know if the show has started? Are they coming with us? Are they coming with us? Do you know whether they are coming with us? Do you know whether they are coming with us? So I have to put has in this position here and are in this position here after the subject. Like the tip here, we must change the position of the verb, okay? Because the question is in the first sentence. Can you tell me? Could you tell me? Do you know if? Do you know whether? Você sabe se? Would you mind telling me? What time is it? Straight to the point. What time is it? Would you mind telling me what time it is? Beautiful English, huh? Would you mind telling me what time it is? Okay, so I take is here and put here after it. Where is the nearest ATM? Do you know ATM? ATM, automatic teller machine. Caixa eletrônico. Do you think ATMs will disappear in the future? Because nowadays we only use wire transactions on the mobile phones, right? Pix, credit cards. Some people say that cash, not money in paper, will disappear. What do you think? Do you think cash will disappear along with ATMs? So where is the nearest ATM? Nearest, mais próximo, mais perto. Would you mind telling me, and always telling me with ing, okay? ing. Would you mind telling me, você se importaria em me contar, em me dizer, where the nearest ATM is? Is at the end of the sentence, okay? In direct questions, we use the verb after the subject because we use strategies, okay? Strategies. We use new expressions like can or could you tell me? Do you know if or do you know whether? And would you mind telling me? All right? Beautiful. Use the indirect questions because they are very important in English. All right? And now you are going to practice a little bit. You're going to take these 10 questions here. You're going to transform them into indirect questions so they sound more polite. All right? So press pause now. Change these sentences into indirect questions, and we are going to correct together after you finish to do it. Okay? So do it now. Finished? Excellent. Let's practice together. Where do you live? Where do you live? Strong, huh? Could you tell me? Could you tell me where you live? Could you tell me where you live? Could you tell me where you live? Okay? 2. Why did you move to Las Vegas? Why did you move? Let me just copy the structures here to help us. Huh? Because we can use all of them in many situations. So let's make it easier for us here. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Number 2. Why did you move to Las Vegas? Why did you move to Las Vegas? So let me use this one here. Would you mind telling me why you moved to Las Vegas? Would you mind telling me why you moved to Las Vegas? No auxiliary, okay? It's not a question. The question is, would you mind telling me? Okay? 3. Can we meet on Monday after lunch? Can we meet on Monday after lunch? Let me use this one now. Do you know if we can meet. If we can meet on Monday after lunch, because we have to take can and put it after here, after the subject we. All right? Number 4. Could you lend me 1,000 reais? Could you lend me? Do you know the difference? Lend, emprestar. Borrow, pegar, emprestado. Okay? So, could you lend me 1,000 reais? Let me use this one again. But now with whether. Do you know whether you could lend me? Oh, 1,000 reais. 1K. 1,000 reais. Right? 5. What's your job? What's your job? Let me use this one here now. Let's know. Turn. Can you tell me what your job is? That's is. What? So I'll take it and put it here. Can you tell me what your job is? All right. Next. Did you know about the indirect questions? They are very important in English. 6. What's the population of your city? What's the population of your city? Would you mind telling me what the population of your city is? Okay. 7. Did you finish the report? Did you finish the report? Let me use this one again. That's very used in business. Would you mind telling me? That's very elegant. Would you mind telling me if you finished? If you finished the report? Would you mind telling me if you finished the report? Okay. 8. What time is the next flight to Melbourne? What time is the next flight to Melbourne? Do you know what time the next flight to Melbourne is? Do you know what time the next flight to Melbourne is? Okay, what is the time? What time is? So, what time the next flight to Melbourne is? All right. Number 9. Who's your favorite actor, actress in Hollywood? Could you tell me who your favorite actor is? Okay. Who your favorite actor is? Don't translate from Portuguese to English. It doesn't make sense. Você poderia me dizer quem o seu favorito ator é? It doesn't make sense in Portuguese. That's why we cannot translate literally from Portuguese to English. Okay? We have to learn the structure, English structure, the way it is. Okay? Without translating literally. And number 10. Is there a pharmacy near here? Okay. Do you know whether there is? Do you know whether there is a pharmacy near here? Okay, beautiful, excellent. Okay, now we are going to conclude this structure and I'm going to see you for the next lesson to do some listening activity. All right, see you.